how would I describe the sound of Formula E? Can you hear that? I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's unlike anything else you've ever heard. It's a unique, futuristic sound.
The first time I heard it, it was just like a unique sound. I would compare it with a jet. It's a very futuristic sound, like any science fiction movie.
The sound of a Formula E car really is linked to speed and sustainability. Racing car from a combustion engine, you have a lot of noise, and that ultimately has lost energy.
Our DNA is race in the city center. We will never be allowed to race in the city center if we were over 80 decibels.
The sound is only 10 decibels louder than the average street car. Obviously, far lower than any other motor racing event. A whisper is 20 decibels. A library is 40 decibels. A rock concert is 120 decibels. Formula E reaches around 80 decibels. The motor and drivetrain are there to provide power, not to make noise. It's the sound of pure speed.
I'm Alejandro Agag. I'm the founder and chairman of Formula E, the electric car world championship. So the concept of Formula E was born in a restaurant in Paris.
The ABB FIA Formula E World Championship began as a shared dream between myself and FIA President Jean Todt, noted on the back of a napkin in a restaurant in Paris back in 2011. On the evening of the 3rd of March, we met to gather our thoughts in just a few words on what would become the world's first all-electric international single-seater championship. Together, we developed this series as a means to demonstrate the potential of sustainable mobility and drive electric vehicles to the fore in the race to counteract climate change. In just 3 years, Formula E made it from concept to reality, through prototypes, innovative EV technology, and on to the first fully electric Formula E car. The inaugural race debuted in the grounds of the Olympic Park in Beijing back in 2014. In 2021, Formula E is racing in cities all over the world, beginning in Diriyah, Saudi Arabia. This year, Diriyah plays host to the first ever Formula E night race.
Why are we doing a night race is because it improves the spectacle, it improves the show.
We wanted to do the night race the right way. And this is going to be the first time that a night race is going to be completely powered by LEDs. And LEDs are a much better way to produce light.
Well, with this being the first night race in Formula E, the main thing on track that's going to be different for us as drivers is that we've got floodlights above us, putting light on the track. Here, the track in Diriyah is really difficult when you can see everything. So at night, when you have a few shadows on a few corners, the first 13, 14 corners are so difficult, and you're going quite fast, going in between the walls, that it's going to add an extra dimension of difficulty. Everything looks better at night. I'm really looking forward to this being the first one.
Owing to the pandemic, this year's inaugural race will go ahead without fans in the stadium. But the world is still watching and cheering. Formula E has a growing fan base all over the world.
You have about 40,000 people there, and you can tell on track when somebody else uses the attack mode because you hear the crowds cheering.
The world is watching, listening, And the first race is about to begin.